We're here today at the Gibson Cultural Centre in Alliston, Ontario for the big CD release party for Michala Todd. She is with me here today. Welcome, Michala.
Thanks.
It's great to have you here. And it's a beautiful centre. If you have a chance, come and check it out. We're here with Robert Moody today and Artist Insights interviews, and I've been looking forward to this interview for a while, Michala.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's been great to get to know you on MySpace.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about sort of who has inspired you in music to get to this point in your past.
Well, I have a guitar player that plays with me, so he's been a big inspiration for me. He's given me a lot of opportunities to perform around, and he's been with me for a while now. About 3 years now we've been playing together.
Oh,
so,
wow. So he's probably one of the first persons you started working with?
Yeah, my very first, so it's been really great.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I understand you started taking singing lessons at age 8?
Yeah, when I was 8, so I've been singing all my life, but I was really shy when I was little, so my parents thought, okay, singing lessons will bring her out of her shell. So,
right, and so that sort of did the trick for you?
Yeah.
Now I understand you've switched teachers over the years, have you?
Yeah, I was with the Modern Conservatory in Alliston, but I thought I should get more intensive training, like the breathing techniques and stuff like that, so I'm with a private coach in Toronto now.
Oh, great, wow.
Yeah.
So I guess that shows a big improvement. You can notice change each time?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's good.
So are there certain artists that you followed at this point in your life? We should mention you're 15 years old?
Yeah, I'm 15.
15, wow.
Yeah.
So are there certain artists that have been an inspiration to you?
Kate Vogel is actually a big one, I'm not sure.
What was the name again?
Kate Vogel.
I've heard the name.
Yeah, she's a new artist, but she's signed with MySpace Records, so.
Oh, okay.
She's great.
So she's somebody you would like to sort of model a career after?
She's really through all the media, and she's really stayed herself, so I think that's really important. So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, tell us a bit about the CD release party today, how you're feeling about it and what you're looking forward to.
I'm really excited. Yeah, we just did a band practice before, so
it sounded good.
Yeah, so we should have about the venue holds 150 people, so I think we should have about that many people. So I'm doing 2 half-hour sets with the band and tracks too. So yeah.
And you'll do some signing afterwards of the CD.
Yeah, my CDs and posters and.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So let's talk a bit about the CD. I know that some of the songwriters behind the songs were Cyril Rawson and John Acosta.
Yeah.
So what was it like working with them?
It was amazing. It was great. Yeah. I went down to Peterborough. It was about one song a month that I recorded with them. Okay. So we took it slower. So.
Yeah, I read that on your site. So did that process work for you, sort of focusing on one song each month?
Yeah, it was better because I didn't overload on 5 songs at one time, so it gave me a chance to really perfect the one song. So
very good.
Yeah.
And so what I was reading about was they sort of wrote songs after they got to know you, so sort of based them on things that either happened in your life or just your personality.
Yeah.
So did you find they hit some things just right?
Yeah, it was good. We met up with them and they gave me a CD with about 15, 20 songs on it.
Right.
And I went through them and saw if any of them were good, and then they started writing for me. So yeah.
Wow. So they wrote some specifically with you in mind.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, your first single is Me, which is at radio now.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that song, what it means to you? And
it's basically about how everyone has another side that, no one really knows about, the outgoing side of everyone.
Right.
So that's basically what that song's about. It's on a dance floor, that's what the song's about. So, yeah, I think everyone can relate to it. Everyone has a fun side.
Yeah,
so,
for sure, It's a very catchy song, too, which is great. A lot of good production on it.
Yeah.
And who wrote, I know John Acosta was one of the singers, and was there a Swedish songwriter on that?
Yeah, actually, that was on a different song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that a Cyril Rawson?
That was John Acosta.
John Acosta, okay, great. When you're performing, do you have a preference for ballads or songs like Me, the up-tempo stuff? Do you prefer one or the other?
I love ballads, but I think I like performing faster songs. So I can really get into them, move around the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. Put a lot of energy into it.
Yeah, but I love ballads too. Get the emotional side to it. So.
That's great. Now I understand you've done a lot of musical theater. Sounds like you've got some good productions on your resume.
Yeah.
What kind of? Can you tell us a few of the ones you've done?
At Orangeville Theater, I did Once Upon a Mattress and Copacabana.
Okay.
So I did that. Actually, in Barrie at the McLaren Art Center, I starred as Cinderella, and that was for the whole summer.
Oh, wow. Were you Cinderella?
Yeah.
Perfect, yes.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So I did that through the whole summer. I've done Bye Bye Birdie at South Simcoe.
Right. Wow. So is that something you would like to possibly do more of? Acting?
Yeah. I love acting and singing, so that kind of brings them both in. So
that's great.
Yeah,
so
it's a lot of fun.
That'll come in handy when you're doing videos down the road.
Yeah.
To do some acting. Do you have any plans at this point to do a video, or is that down the road?
We're hoping to, just finding the right person to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. And do you have any people in the business that you'd like to work with, either as a duet partner or work in the studio with, down the road, like even just a dream duet partner?
I think I'd be great to work with Kate Miguel, as I said.
Okay. Any like male duet partner?
I'm not sure.
No? Okay.
I never thought about that before.
Okay, so that's something to think about. When as you get more known, I'm sure people want to work with you too and record songs. One thing I found interesting was the online talent search that you became a winner of, and you got to go down to Washington.
Yeah,
Tell us a bit about that. Yeah.
It was actually to raise awareness for 2 diseases, mastocytosis and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Oh, wow.
So what you did was you would post bulletins about the disease, and people would vote for you based on like your songs and stuff. So I placed second, and I was the only Canadian. So,
excellent.
Yeah, we flew down to Washington. I got to meet the 6 winners, so it was fun. We did a big benefit concert. So.
That's great. So there were artists from all over.
Yeah.
And were you the only Canadian artist?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. I've seen the video on your MySpace.
Yeah.
So anyone out there, be sure to check that out. It's excellent performance. Another thing I was going to ask you about, do you have any advice you would give to somebody either your age now or when you were starting out who wants to get into singing, what they should do?
Well, practice is one of the main things. You really have to practice and get comfortable on stage. You really have to love what you're doing too. You can't do something if you don't have a passion for it, because it makes it really hard. So you really have to love what you're doing to be able to make it big in what you're doing. So.
Right, if it's something you've just got half your heart in, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So this is obviously something, as you mentioned before, you started at a very young age. Were you singing around the house at some point, and your mom heard you, that kind of thing?
Yeah, actually it was my grandpa.
Okay.
But I was, I guess, 3 or something, you know, Barney, Mary Kate and Ashley, kind of stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, she's like, that girl's going to be a star one day, so.
That's excellent. That kind of gave you the confidence to keep going and pursue it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Do you have plans down the road where you'd like to be, say, in 3 to 4 years, where you see your music career, as far as just where you want to evolve to?
Yeah, I'm hoping to do some touring around.
Okay.
I'd like to co-write songs, actually. I'm going to try to do that this summer.
Excellent.
So, co-write songs.
Do you have anybody lined up for that, like with Cyril or with John?
I'm not too sure yet, but we're going to try to find someone.
That's excellent, because that'll allow you as an artist, obviously, to bring part of you to the songs.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And do you know what kind of songs would you try to write? Sort of the kind of stuff you performed, or do you have a certain style that you would lean towards?
Probably more the pop rock.
Okay.
So, kind of Miley Cyrus style.
That kind of, okay.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, perfect. That's a good style. You're doing it well so far.
Yeah.
Now, tell us a bit about Cyril Ross and what that was like. He was your main producer on this self-titled CD?
Mm-hmm. He's from Peterborough.
Okay.
So, I went down with him and worked with him. So it was great. Yeah, he has a little studio in his house.
Oh, excellent.
We worked there.
Yeah, he's got a long list of songwriting credits in all different genres and stuff. So he's done a great job with this.
Yeah, it was amazing to work with him.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? We're going to talk to you a bit afterwards and find out about how the CD release party actually went. And we know it's going to go great. But we're going to get your feelings right afterwards, after you perform. What are you looking forward to most today at the CD release party?
I think just meeting everyone. There's some people from MySpace coming, and my family's coming down.
Great.
So just meeting everyone, seeing them again. Just performing with a band, actually. I've never performed these songs with a band.
Oh, okay.
So I think that'd be a lot of fun. So
that'll be nice. You've done it in the studio before, obviously, but now with the live band.
The live band, So hopefully the audience will like it. So.
That sounds good. Well, I'm really looking forward to the show today, Michala. It's been great meeting you.
Thank you. You too.
And thanks everybody for watching. I'm Dave Woods for Artist Insights, along with Robert Moody here. And we've been interviewing Michala Todd at her CD release party, very first CD, and the party's taking place at the Gibson Cultural Centre in Alliston, Ontario.